local, late breaking. This is WDSU News This Morning.
And good Saturday morning, everyone. A look outside for you. Things are clear and calm right now. I know a lot of you are in town for the Crescent City Classic, so first, a good luck to all of you. I hope you're stocking up on your coffee and your protein and all the wonderful things that's going to get you through the finish line. And we'll check in with meteorologist Jesse Venturello because I know a lot of you are wanting to know short sleeve, long sleeves, layers, no layers. How should we dress if we're headed out to the race today?
Well, it's going to be a little bit mild for this morning. It's starting off right now in the 50s. We'll be back to the low to mid 60s by later on. I mean, it starts about an hour from now at about 8 a.m. or an hour and a half from now. So I expect a temperature of around 61 degrees.
Not bad.
The good news is for the race, we're not expecting any rainfall around the downtown area. However, we are seeing some pretty strong storms this morning close to the coast. So let's look at our satellite and radar picture currently. Notice that boundary right now is a little bit close to the coast. So you have these storms kind of moving off to the northeast pretty quickly, but these storms are pretty strong. In fact, we have frequent cloud-to-ground lightning, wind gusts in excess of about 35 miles per hour are going to be possible. These are moving toward Burrish right now. Even Port Sulphur may actually get into one of these showers and storms. This one here just southeast of Jean Lafitte, and it's going to be moving south of Violet. This is moving kind of through the marshy areas. So as you look a little bit more offshore, all of this will be pushing off toward Plaquemines Parish. So just expect kind of the same thing from these storms: heavy downpours, gusty winds, frequent lightning, and I do see a little bit of the potential for hail, too. We can take out the lightning and put in the hail potential. You see all those purple colors? That shows that it is possible to see a little bit of hail in these showers and storms as they continue to push off to the northeast pretty quickly. Nothing severe at the moment, but again, it wouldn't shock me if a severe thunderstorm warning would be issued for some of these cells that are still offshore that are moving toward Plaquemines Parish. So we'll keep a close eye on it. As you look at the current conditions right now at the airport in Kenner, 59 degrees and calm wind over there being reported. Temperatures across southeast Louisiana, North Shore, we're seeing upper 40s and Hammond at 48, Bogalusa and slide down to low 50s. And south of the lake, we're seeing mid to upper 50s to low 60s as well. So cool in some spots, a little bit mild in other spots to start off the day. Calm winds in some locations. Otherwise, pretty light out of the north right now. That will be shifting, though, out of the southeast by later on this afternoon. So as you look at the hour-by-hour forecast, 66 by 10 a.m., 71 by 1 o'clock, 75 by 4 o'clock, about our high temperature, 72 by 7, and then 69 by 10 p.m. Now, we're keeping a 20% chance of rainfall for today, but do think the better chance still, even as we head through the afternoon, is going to be close to the coast like we're seeing this morning. But all of our rain chances will increase, unfortunately, for Easter Sunday tomorrow, and we'll check out that forecast model in just a few minutes in the full forecast. Farrah?
All right, Jesse, looks good. Thanks so much. Well, from Commitment 2016, this reminder for you, early voting for the April 9th election starts today. Now, it will go on through Saturday, which is next Saturday through April 2nd. You can early vote every day from 8:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., except on Sunday. So be sure to check with your parish registrar voter's office to find out where you go to cast your ballot. Also today, more than 25,000 runners and walkers will take to the streets this morning for the Crescent City Classic. It's the 38th annual running of the 10K, which is 6.2 miles, in case you were wondering. Now the 10K begins in front of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome on Poydras. It runs through the French Quarter all the way up through Esplanade Avenue, and it will end at City Park. Now there will be, of course, some bagged meters and signs, so warning. Be sure to take note of those parking restrictions along the route. You could get ticketed or towed, so you may want to avoid all of those areas if possible. The race will kick off at 8 a.m. sharp. Well, the driver who crashed head-on into former Pelicans head coach Monty Williams' wife had meth in her system. That's according to the latest coroner's report. 52-year-old Susanna Donaldson and 44-year-old Ingrid Williams died in the accident that happened last month in Oklahoma City. Donaldson was speeding, going 78 miles an hour when she hit Williams' car. Now, Monty Williams is now the assistant coach for the Oklahoma Thunder. He has since taken leave of absence for the rest of the season. And OPD officers could soon be freed up to focus more on crime and less on traffic control. Lawmakers approved a bill that would allow citizens to help direct the flow of traffic during busy events in the city, such as today's Crescent City Classic. Well, the bill essentially allows NOLA Patrol to undergo training with the NOPD, then direct and control and regulate traffic within all areas of the city.
Under state law, only law enforcement officers, commissioned law enforcement officers, can do traffic control. So that's what this bill aims to do. It's just grant the city of New Orleans the option to be able to do this.
The civilian traffic officers would not be able to issue citations, and they will not have constant access to NOPD officers who are on duty. The bill is expected to win final approval among the legislative group. Unemployment remains high in Louisiana, so much so that the state's unemployment rate is 7th worst in the country. Louisiana's unemployment rate is just under 6%. That is a slight improvement, though, from February of 2015's rate, which was 6.7%. But it is still higher than the national average. The national unemployment rate is just under 5%. The New Orleans Vet Center had its grand opening this week. It has moved from Kenner location to a building on Poydras Street, just about a block from the Superdome. Now, the center provides individual and group counseling, as well as outreach and referral services for veterans and their families. Now, veterans can seek treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder, alcohol and drug assessment, and suicide prevention. Those services are free and confidential.
We don't have a waiting list, so you can walk in, but it's best to have an appointment. We're only 5 counselors. If everybody, and we keep a pretty busy schedule, so if everybody's involved in a counseling session, which usually lasts an hour, a group session lasts an hour and a half. So if you walk in, you may have to wait.
Well, the Vet Center will be open every day except on Fridays from 7 until 6. Walk-ins are available, but it is still advised that you make an appointment. You can get more information on WDSU.com or on the WDSU News app. Letters to vandals, the message a group of preschoolers are sending to bullies. Also, a live look outside this morning. You're watching WDSU News.